Okay, welcome to the video explanation for IOD 301, Interpretation of Data 301 for the pretest, and this is for question 2. Again, IOD 301, the standard is actually select two or more pieces of data from a simple data presentation, two or less variables. Okay, we've already scanned the passage, so we're just going to jump on into question 2. What two salt pans had estimated fossil ages between 4.0 and 6 million years? Okay, so we're looking for estimated fossil ages. So let's look to see which table. Estimated fossil ages, estimated age of fossils. So here we've got two. This is estimated age of fossils, and this is estimated age. So I'm going to say we're looking at this one. Even though they're both ages, we're looking for estimated age of fossils. So I'm going for this table, table 2. All right, and you can actually check that by looking at the text. So here's a great place to look at some text to check that determination. So we think we're looking for information in table 2. And I'm going to check that by looking at the text for table 1 and seeing if the estimated age here is actually for fossils or if it's for something else. And it's just not labeled all that well in the table. So if we read this text, let's take a look. Actually, I'm just going to look for ages. I'm looking for estimated average thickness, deposits, ages. Okay, the ages of the salt pans were also estimated based on the mineral volume. This is telling me that the ages listed here in the table are the ages of the salt pans themselves. They're not ages of fossils. If I look at the text for age, I scan the text here for study 2 for age, and I find the ages of the fossils. Okay, so that's ages of fossils, and that's what we want. So we use the text to check to make sure we're looking at the right table. Alright, so we're going to look at table 2. Now let's go back and find those numbers again and see what we're looking for. Okay, what two salt pans? We're looking for two salt pans. Had estimated fossil ages between 4.0 and 6.0 million years. Okay, so we're going back up. Estimated ages between 4.0 and 6.0 million years. Well, there are two numbers here between 4 and 6. And that's 4.4 and 5.5. Those two numbers are both between 4 and 6. So the correct response should be salt pans A and B. Right, 10.2 is too high, that's out of the range, and 19.2 is too high, that's out of the range of 4 to 6. So going down here again, 4 to 6 million years, yep. A and B, so it's this first one is the correct response. Which means these other distractors. Okay. Well, why is this the correct response? Well, table 2 shows estimated fossil ages. In table 2, the only two salt pans with estimated fossil ages between 4.0 and 6.0 million years are salt pans A and B. Okay. B and C is a distractor. Why would it be a distractor? Well, there are salt pans labeled B and C. B is one of the let me rephrase that. Salt pan B is part of the correct response. But C's estimated fossil age is too large to be in the range of 4.0 to 6.0. Okay. Only C. Well, there is a salt pan C. Salt pan C is in table 2. but salt pan C is salt pan C's estimated fossil age is larger than not larger than, is outside the range of 4.0 to 6.0. We'll say million years there too. Okay. I want you to notice something here. If you've been following, if you've done a couple of these videos already, that we rarely, if ever, talk about what any of this stuff means. And that's a really important thing to understand about how to do these questions, is that a lot of the time you actually don't have to know anything about the science in here. All you have to know is how to read a table, how to read a graph, and how to look for specific information in text. You don't actually have to know what a fossil is. You don't have to know what a salt pan is. You don't have to know what estimated mineral volume is. You don't even have to know what kilometers cubed means. Okay, you just need to know how to read a table or a graph. So that's just a really important thing to understand about this, that when you do the ACT, you're not going to need to know all the science. You just need to know how to read the tables and graphs, right? And you need to know how scientists do their work. That's all you need to know. So don't feel like it's overwhelming. Okay, so to finish this off, only C. I think sometimes the only, blank, whatever, fill in the blank options are attractive to students taking these types of tests. Right? When you see that as an option, sometimes it's like, oh, well, that must be the right answer. Alright, so D, none of the above. Well, this can't be the correct response because one of the above responses is correct. Sometimes the none of the above response is attractive to students taking these types of tests, but they are rarely the answer. Okay, that's another trick. Like, they keep putting these kinds of things on tests because students pick them. They're attractive to say, like, well, I don't know, maybe it's none of the above, that looks different, so it must be the right response. None of the above is very rarely the correct answer on these kinds of tests. So just keep that in mind. Sometimes it is. Don't rule it out as a possibility, but it's not going to be a common response. You're not going to be filling in none of the above a lot. Okay, so that is the end of the video explanation for IOD 301 Pretest Question 2.